Okie dokie. Getting set up here. Monetization off because I hate money. Hello, Twitch chatters. I cannot see my YouTube chatters yet, so you guys are all I have at the moment. Angel the Boy, 1002. Spiky Tech, Chaos Cube, LSU, real, not fake. Underrated my buns. It's a really good thing to say, Paxton Stull. Thank you. Now I can see the YouTube chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I have not streamed at this hour in quite a while. Usually I do more of like a 2 p.m. kind of thing. This is a 6 p.m. kind of thing. Crazy. I don't usually do that. You're the most underrated GD YouTuber, not gonna lie. You should lie, actually. We'll see what happens. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't lie. I can't tell the truth. Why don't people say that? You know, like, honestly, dude, I can't lie. What if people said, honestly, dude, I can't tell the truth? Have you eaten a tomato? Not tomato. That says tornado. Goodness, I need better glasses. Or maybe I just need to, like, zoom in on my chat so the font is a little bit bigger. Alright, I can see fewer of your messages, but that'll do. E-loves, risk of lane, finish data, something random. Botrix, I know that guy. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. I have not ground some Sigma interface in a while, so we're doing that today. And then hopefully Shovel Knight will happen this weekend, or maybe like Thursday. I can maybe squeeze in an extra stream on Thursday. I can't tell truth. Praying hands emoji. It's impossible. I shall get my tea with some milk for the stream. Ooh. I could go for some tea with some milk. I was never really a milk in the tea kind of guy, but I had it for the first time not too long ago, and it was pretty neat. Came here to see how you're doing, but I'm extremely busy. I have to go see you. Have a good one, Finish Dad. I appreciate you stopping by for as long as you could. You will be missing out on all of the Sigmas and the interfaces in today's stream. What have you got for us today? I've got some extreme demon grinding. It's gonna go really bad because I'm bad, but that's okay. It's gonna be all right. Can I see both of my chats in one little overlay? Because that would be nice. Sometimes OBS lets me do that, and sometimes it does not. What do you say, Botrix? Help me out here. Don't forget the Gossamer. I don't know what that is, but I shan't forget. Thank you. I'm grinding Windy Landscape on stream. 30% is making me so mad. Yeah, 30% is the hardest part, easily. That ship is insane. Once you pass 30 and like get to the drop, there's a decent chance you can beat it if like you've practiced enough. Like it's really not that bad after that. That's most of why it's still like considered an insane demon and not like a hard demon. That 30 ship is crazy. It like the only way that I was able to get the Windy Landscape ship at 30 to like be consistent was just to not like overcomplicate it. Like click as few times as you can until like it works. Obviously easier said than done, but that was what worked for me. How many attempts do I have so far? I think like 4K. Almost 4K, yeah. Yeah, the attempts are stacking up pretty quick, and I don't have like tremendous progress in the pre-drop. I'm not sure that I can beat this in under 10K. It might take longer. Comet does stuff. I feel for you, man. I feel for all of my European fellas. I know that these 6 p.m. streams are not too kind to you, but I don't care. This was just the time that I had to stream, unfortunately. So sorry, Europeans. But because of this time zone, we're catching people somewhere else in the world, so that's nice. Maybe some Europeans with bad sleep schedules. What's up, you cog? There's so many people that are catching their first Howdy stream, like, recently. And that's crazy. I've been doing streams for so long. There's always people like, hey, man, I've been watching your videos for years, and I just didn't know you streamed, so this is my first time here. Like, I don't know. I feel like I do enough streaming to where just about anybody who watches Howdy should know about that. But welcome in. I dropped my chapstick. I had to go on a little scavenger hunt. It has been found. Call off the search. It's over now. I've slept all day. Now I get to watch you. This is perfect for your morning cup of joe. Is it still called a cup of joe if it's tea with milk in it? Maybe it's like cup of John. Joe could be short for John if you think about it. Oh, all right, everybody, round of applause for Tint in the chat right there. That guy just beat Firework, which is a top 50 on the demon list, by the way. Out of like the almost 1,600 extreme demons or something, he beat a top 50 in 2026. Absolutely insane. GG's to Tint on Firework. That's crazy. Why are you live at midnight? This was just the soonest I could stream. I had a busy day today. Hello, Ultraxis. Tap Milk. Tap Milk's been around a while. It's good to see you. Geometry Dash level names are slowly getting worse. Dude, look at the demon list. Like, half of those names are just really bad jokes made by, like, Discord furries. Now, Discord furries make some good jokes sometimes, but none of them are on the demon list, I'm afraid. Yeah, this level is really hard. Let me know any audio balancing gurus in the chat if the game audio is pretty good. It's tricky because the beginning of the song's super quiet, and then it cranks up the jets. And by the jets, I mean the loud. Yeah, so this is a little tricky. I think the strategy is not to hold into the upside down portal, even though that's consistent, because then you have like too big of an arc. I think like you let go as soon as you touch the ceiling here. I don't know. This level's very tricky. The loud be louding? Okay. Good. I think that's good. Can you link your Twitch? You can just go to Twitch, right? I should be there, but yeah, there you go. There's Twitch. Howdy, how do I watch you? Help! Can you link your Twitch? Said from the YouTube chat. Yeah, this level's not being beaten by me if I can't figure out this ship. Now, there's not that many clicks, but each click and release in the ship is so, like, nuanced. I think you do want to turn upside down here and just do a couple little clicks there. This wave is pretty tricky. There we go. This UFO, a lot of the, like, really tight-looking timings are only, like, a couple clicks. So, like, I think I believe in myself and my ability to get that consistent. Yeah, see, look. That's, like, that's the pre-drop. I just did the pre-drop. There's really not a lot to it, but... And then please do not jump there, ever. That'd be such a sad waste of an attempt. No, I've not beaten Bloodbath. Bloodbath is one of my, like, least favorite levels to think about beating. If you know Howdy and how bad he is at ship, you know that's, like, a horrible idea. And, like, it's not even that I'm bad at ship by itself. It's that, like, some days I feel good at ship, and other days I feel terrible at ship. And the inconsistency there is a real issue. I don't really feel any worse at wave, depending on the day, you know? Like, my wave skill is always, like, okay. It never, like, dips below a certain, like, skill level, right? But my ship, sometimes, it just feels completely useless. Like, kind of like right now. I did just get on the game, so I'm, like, far from warmed up, I guess you could say, but... Yeah, I don't know. Some game modes do not give me these issues, but ship always makes me struggle. I'm horrid at ship look. I don't know if anyone who's beaten Oblivion is horrid at any game mode, you know? Either that, or you just, like, brute forced your way through it. Like, no, I'm not good at the game, but I spent, like, 600,000 attempts to beat this level. I said, screw you, I'm dumping, like, 2,000 hours into beating this one level. That's crazy dedication. That's not, like, verbatim for Ultraxis' experience, by the way. Ultraxis is better than that. Better than 600,000 attempts on a level. Oof, that UFO's tricky. Okay, and sometimes this transition kills you, this little mini cube thing. Yeah, this blue orb, this is one of the, like, scariest timings in the level. Like, it's not that crazy, but I'm always bad at timings, especially mini cube timing. Something about the mini cube, it moves so fast through the air. I can't plan for that. Ooh, I didn't know that was possible. Ooh, yeah. Yep, that ship's tricky. It's very tricky, because if you let go a little bit too late, you just plummet into tiny little spike, impaling your little soft spot. That's what it says on my tombstone. Chaos Cube GD. It's not that bad of a username, I feel. I don't know. I feel like the people who are embarrassed about their usernames, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I made it when I was 10, and I just have to stick with it, man. I'm sorry. Those are the names that aren't so bad. But the people who aren't embarrassed about their names sometimes are worse. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this phenomenon. Ooh. Once I get here, I feel a lot more comfortable with the level. Like, 50% is kind of the cutoff for me. Ooh, yeah. This gap as well. This gap is insane. It is so hard. Definitely one of the hardest parts of the level. Maybe, like, the hardest timing. Which, like, the fact that it's, like, 68 or whatever is not awesome, but... if the level started with that, I think I probably would not prefer it. How do you feel about WizKid05? I know almost nothing about WizKid05. I am a nerd for all sorts of things, but Geometry Dash is oddly not really one of them. If we were to measure Howdy's like nerd status for GD on a scale of like 1 to 10, it probably wouldn't be any higher than like 6 maximum. Like, I'm not that big of a GD nerd. I could know a lot more. Which is kind of funny, because GD is kind of my job. When is next bingo? So you guys do this thing where, like, you want bingo all the time, every day. Which, I understand. I'm flattered, because I'm glad you like the videos. But, all the comments of these videos are, hey, maybe the bingo should have a bigger sheet, or maybe it should be harder, or maybe it should be this and that. And when these demands happen... that just means the videos are going to take longer to make and longer to come out. So, like, which do you want? Do you want bingo as often as possible, or do you want bingo as hard as possible? Because they can't happen simultaneously. That's just not how videos work. I should update my favorite levels video. Most of those are just, like, good levels that I feel nostalgia for, but they're not, like, a very good representation of what I feel are the best levels, you know? That's a very different list. Now, favorite levels, I mean, some of those are still pretty high on the list, I feel. Like, I don't know, one of my favorite levels in the game is The Big Black, which is a terrible level that nobody should play, unless you just find it really funny. But, yeah, I don't know. It's very tricky. Some people think that the best things and their favorite things are the same. This is false, and anyone who thinks this way, at least most people, for most people's cases, this is false, and you should rethink that. Because 99 times out of 100, my favorite thing is not the best thing. You know, there's something that makes me attracted to it personally that moves it up on the list, you know? But, I mean, there's objective qualities to things that don't really speak to me very well, you know? Who's afraid of the big black bat? I think just any bat would be scary if it's swung fast enough at my knees. Doesn't have to really be a color or anything. 91 on BB Fluke from 44. Damn! That's gotta sting. That's crazy, though. I mean, if you didn't know that you could beat it before, you certainly know now. My current hardest is Prismatic Haze by Surtrax and Gizbro. It's around Bloodbath difficulty. Wow, all these terrible checkpoints, my goodness. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a couple runs going in the middle chunk of this level. I'd like to really brute force my way through the first, like, third or so. That's the part of the level I'm most scared of. Yeah, this is tricky because this is a buffer. You can buffer this and live, but it does make the blue orb trickier. I mean, like, and because of all the moving shit, it's kind of hard to tell if you're really dying to stuff. Or, like, where exactly you're dying to stuff. It is possible to hit this blue orb and land on this ledge and then live. But yeah, this is a very tight timing if you buffer the green. So I'm thinking hitting the green a little bit later than a buffer might be best. We'll see. John Calculus. He's the inventor of Geometry Dash. Need a level for my wheel when I beat Bloodbath 1000 or higher. Freedom 08. Kata is, let's see. My hardest are Prismatic Haze, then A Bizarre Phantasm, then Unnerved Fexty, then Cataclysm, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. RNG game modes are peak videos. I'm glad you think so. Those take so long to make, but I agree. Those are pretty fun. I like those videos. There's different kinds of, like, pride that I feel in my videos. Like, a recent tab video, for example, is that a unique or creative idea? No. But it's not really about that. It's like, I'm proud of the edits that I made in that video, and, like, the entertainment value of those edits. And then there's stuff like the RNG stuff, where I was actually, like, creatively challenging myself in the making of that video. So, like, not only are the edits something I'm proud of on an entertainment level, but also the video is like, yeah, that was hard. That was hard to make. That took a lot of hours. I've got a RNG adjacent, I guess, video that I'm making. If you like the RNG videos, you'll like my video that's hopefully coming out tomorrow. Also a bit of a long video. Sorry about the wait there. I don't feel, like, super bad about making people wait for videos, because, like, that just means the video's gonna be better, or longer, or both, you know? Like, if I'm pumping out videos every week, they're probably not very difficult videos to make, you know? They're not gonna bring you anything super new. For me to pump out a video in less than a week, it's probably gotta be, like, a recent tab, or, like, rating icons or something. And if you like that, that's awesome, and I'm glad. Because I think they're kind of fun to make, but nothing too special. The special stuff is what you gotta wait, like, a week or two for. Man, there's gotta be some way to make this timing better. It is just so brutal. I might try to hold into the wave and then do a little let go, tiny click, and then back down. Let's see if I can even hardwire that into my memory. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to give you guys a Discord invite. The next rating icons video that I do, which will be soon, I'll record that soon. It will take place in my Discord server. I'll probably make a channel where you guys send screenshots of your icons, and then I'll record, I'll scroll through everything and pick my favorites, and then I'll rate some of those. I'll even pick some of my least favorites, because that's kind of how it works. But if you would like your icons to have a chance of being in the video, this is where you've got to go. Got to go to the Howdy Discord. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I set the maximum, like, uses a little low. There we go. Okay, if you would like to maybe be in the next Rating Icons video, please join the Discord. Go to the Rolls channel and react with the emojis so you can be notified for future content and things like that. Chromatic Haze, it's a cool level. It's a very good level, but it's also, like, at least twice as hard as Prismatic, if not more. And that is a crazy hardest to go for. Something that's twice as hard as your current hardest. That's crazy. Chromatic Haze is so much harder than Prismatic. It's not a good sequel in that context, I don't think. You know, I really think Chromatic should have been a smaller jump from Prismatic to be, like, as good as it could have been. I don't know. It's not really for me to speak to its, like, its purpose or its intent. I don't really know. Maybe it's exactly what Gizbro wanted. I feel like Gizbro a little bit falls victim to the thing that we all fall victim to, which is we make a level and we think it's easier than it actually is, sometimes by a lot. We'll be like, oh, I made this level, it's a medium demon, and then someone plays it like, dude, this is no easier than insane. Are you joking? This is so hard. I can't do this. My hardest is like Cataclysm and I can't beat this level. It's like, I don't know, when we make levels, we have privileged practice with that level that makes it feel easier than it is. So it's a little bit hard to judge your own gameplay objectively, and I think that's maybe what happened with Chromatic Haze. Maybe Gizbro was trying to make it feel a little step up from Prismatic, but... so, long story short, I would love to go for Chromatic. I am nowhere near good enough for that yet, though. So that could be something I never beat. It could be something I beat 10 years from now. I kind of hope I'm not doing GD for a living 10 years from now. I would like to still be doing YouTube for a living in some way, but yeah, who knows what form that will take. If GD YouTube is still paying bills 10 years from now, I mean, shoot, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll keep going with that. This level's so goated. I do like this level. Ooh, and those shuttle ball timings. Look at this gap. It's so big. How did Howdy die here? He's so bad. Shardscapes in 5 rounds hardest is Death Moon? My goodness. Jump culture has gone too far. Yeah, the little invisible block in this part makes it a little bit easier and also a little bit harder, because it's not just straight flying you have to do, because of the way, like, ship interacts with blocks. What do I think will be my forever hardest? I can see Sakupin Hell being my last hardest. I don't know. I don't think I'm the kind of person that's very good at video games. Again, ironic, because video games are kind of my livelihood. But being good at them is not... That's never been why people watch my videos. People don't watch me to watch some pro gamer in action, you know? People come to a Howdy stream to watch, like, a bumbling idiot try to figure something out. Which is pretty entertaining for a lot of people. So it could be that the longer I play this game, the better I get, and I'll just keep getting new hardists for as long as I play. But I think my skill level will kind of plateau to where if I want a new hardist after Sakupin Hell, I would have to commit an amount of time that's not worth it, you know? Because with the time it takes to beat new hardists, I could make so many videos with that. You know? There's a lot of points in your life where you're going to have to ask yourself, what is my time worth? How valuable is my time? Do I really feel like setting aside this much time to do this thing? Is that even going to be worth it at the end? Am I going to figure out that it's not worth it halfway through, and then I've just wasted this much time, but I'd rather not waste the rest of it. Certain GD levels do make me feel this way. Some levels are just like, wow, this is miserable. I do not feel like it's worth it to continue playing. I'm just going to give up. The Furious by Noble Boy was this way. It is a very, very bad level. It's like a hard demon, so like clearly within my skill range, but the gameplay is just so buggy and poorly made and bad. Ooh, it's bad. The only game I'm good at is GD. So how would you quantify good? What do you think about that, Wacky Wez? What's the cutoff? What separates the boys from the men? The bads from the goods? What is the or else in the title? Oh, I'm just gonna kill you. Nothing crazy. Man, I cannot do those ball timings today. Another thing is, like, I could totally beat this level in a reasonable amount of time if I was, like, streaming it every single stream. But because I want to stream other stuff, it's like, I don't know, by the time I come back to it, I'm a little rusty. I gotta spend half the stream de-rusting, and then I can spend the other half actually progressing. I don't know, it's just a slower process. And I don't want to go for that many more new hardists, you know, because that's going to take up a lot of my streams, a lot of my time. There's just a lot of things I want to do on YouTube that grinding for new hardists would definitely get in the way of, you know? Whew. Play Gamble with Friends and Satisfactory, Peak Games, Partial Friend Slop. I don't like friend slop. It's just a dumb term. Let games be fun with friends. There've always been games that are fun with friends. We don't need to give it a title like that. It's just not necessary. I get your point. I know what you mean. I might change up my ship. You know it's getting bad when Howdy is blaming his ship skill on the actual ship icon that he's using. Sometimes it does make a difference. I cannot lie. Let's go with my seahorse. Okay, I just need to do that. Just however I just did the ship, just do that at the beginning of every attempt and we'll beat this level in no time. Yeah, this wave's pretty tough too. That transition's really scary because all the blocks on the floor move up to you super fast. Terrifying. Use the Dougie. What's the Dougie? Okay, and this timing's a little tricky because I think it's a hold, and sometimes it is a hold, but sometimes holding kills you, so you need to hold and then let go and then input again. Ooh. So that first blue orb in that sequence is a late timing. Everything else can be a buffer. I can work with that. Yeah, and that's skippable, but I don't think it's any easier, really. I call it Crystal Dougie. Best product in town. Okay. That's awesome. GD, it's a medium demon, I think. Because you can beat all the Robtop levels. You can play a lot of levels. I don't know. Maybe my standards are a bit high. I would say anyone who can beat an extreme demon is good at Geometry Dash. You know, maybe not great, but they're good. You know, no one can really say they're bad. Bro, who is Ant Gamer and why do they have a check mark? Ant Gamer, I think they're a shorts creator. I don't know for sure. Ant Gamer apparently knows about Sigma Interface. What are your thoughts, Ant Gamer? What you got? You got a Sigma Interface experience you'd like to share with the class? Or maybe some Sigma Interface trauma you'd like to not share with the class? No! Top 10 grease tragedies or whatever they're called. Man. Like, I love that the spikes work with the angles of the 1x2 slopes. That's a beautiful part of this game. But the hitboxes and things don't really line up perfectly. Let's just say I'm not fond of this level. I get that. There's plenty to not be fond of, but I think as far as Extreme Demons go, this is a pretty doable one for me. How dare you call me a shorts creator, JK Law. That is, depending on who you ask, a pretty big insult in the community. Those dudes are just making bank, though, because there's so many people in the GD community that just, like, eat up those shorts, man. I personally annihilate all GD shorts from my feed. Every time I see one, I kill it with the fury of 1,000 somethings. 1,000 angry guys. Ooh. That turned me into a contemplative monkey. You hear that? Ant Gamer, what's your hardest? What you got going on? You seem like a force to be reckoned with. This is sad. Look at that. This is one click away from being a successful buffer. Like, if this were one click further down, it would be fine. But it has a very, like, decent chance to kill you. Hardest is Slaughterhouse. Damn. I think someone with a Slaughterhouse victory would not have too many hard feelings about this level, you know? This level's beneath me now. Something like that is what I would expect, but some levels, even though you're much better than you used to be, they still leave some trauma behind. I get that. Am I still first? I am. Yep, Duck is on game as first in the most important leaderboards ever. Too late. What did you struggle with mostly, Ant Gamer? What was like the worst part of this level for you? Took me like 7 months. Ooh, I hope I'm not living that out right now. There's only been one level that took me 7 months or more, and it was my hardest, Prismatic Haze. Ah, I held a little... Alright, clicked a little too late. That's what I don't want. I don't want to get here from 0 and then decide not to buffer this and die for it. Like, before I even get to the blue orb. Because, like, I don't know. Terrible. The part you're playing right now. I'm definitely most scared of the, like, first third, probably. The first third's really scary, and then the ship into this wave, into this ball. That's also kind of insane. I could ignore that portal, maybe. How Loretta sounds legendary. It sounds legendary? Like you've been hearing about it? The streets are talking about it? Watching this with a 10-second delay. No! 10's not too bad. 10's not too bad. There's some people that have like 2 minutes of delay they didn't know about. That's crazy. What's up, Derp Nerp? Good old Derp Nerp. Going for how Red I got it in 2 runs. Damn. That is a pretty hard level. Maybe the hardest I've made. I'm not sure. What's up, Smoker Doodles? I think there's a... Shoot, what was it? A dual wave, I think, at like 80 or something in Howlretta that I think is way harder than I intended for it to be. I adjusted its difficulty until it felt good to me, but again, it's my gameplay. I'm like, you know, my opinion doesn't matter. Ant Gamer, appreciate you stopping by. You have a good one, man. Good luck on whatever long-form content or extreme demons await you in your future. Ant Tamer. 80% wave is pain. Yeah, like, it sucks, because I will play one of my levels. I'll play test it for thousands of attempts, but I will still not catch certain parts that are too hard. Just because the way my brain works with, like, ClickSync and listening to the music, like, I'll nail down a consistent click pattern every time, and I'll never deviate from that. But other people that have different brains and different fingers, they maybe don't, like, they're maybe not able to find the click pattern that I was able to. So, I don't know. Sorry about that, is the moral of the story. Man, this blue orb is brutal. It is so hard. Yes. No, okay, look what happened here. You're supposed to hold as soon as you get to the ship portal, not a moment later. But if you go a moment too soon, you jump into the ship portal, and then you're offset for this, and you can't enter the portal and live. My username in GD is just HOWD. No spaces, no nothing. What? Why did Google Translate convert my howdy into howl? Ow! Stupid. Sorry, I'm late. Are you making this, or does this already exist? No, this is not my level. This is not my level. This is definitely not my level. If you know Howdy and how bad he is at Deco, you would know that this would be like... this would be something that would take me years to make. It's not even that I'm like just bad at Deco. I'm bad at Deco, and I'm super slow in the editor. Like, you should see some of these like proper decorators move in the editor. They're pulling straight like witchcraft to make this stuff happen. It's crazy. Hashtag howl. Ooh, yeah, that ship is scary. Because it's not hard. It should just be like that. Boom, done. Whew, that last ship is also very scary. I thought you made that other level you made. I did make that level that I make. It's one of my best levels that I've made. Bro made that one level you made. So true. Smokerdoodles just gets it. Isn't maked what you are when you have no clothes? Look at me go, dude. Booyah. Heck yeah, man. Hey, Chaggle, look where I just died. Crazy. This is the booyah death.
That's pretty awesome.
If I ever die here from zero, which I probably will, booyah is what will happen. You going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to Storm.
Going to Stowe?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you would like to go when I cannot go with you?
Ugh.
I know. Socializing without husband is so hard.
I mean, I want to fix the bathroom, but like this is my only day to fix it. So.
Okay. Well, you are a strong and capable Chaggle, and I believe in you.
Yeah.
Zoink touch TS with fixed hitboxes. I don't know if that's true. Everyone say goodbye to Chaggle.
Just had to write a long email saying that. Saying that I don't want to do AI stuff.
Oh. Who was asking you about AI stuff?
It was just a potential project.
Eh.
That did like a ton of AI generated.
Gross. Ew.
And I try to say it in the nicest way possible. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't give you my music services.
I think you made the right call. We'll drive safely, and I love you, and goodbye.
Thanks, bye.
Keep Chaggle in your prayers, everybody.
Thank you guys for praying for me. Thank you, I need it. Bye.
Bye! Than what that death? Wilting flower emoji. A lot of words and spelling is going on right now. Alright, dude, very funny with the fake bug on screen. Huh? Where's the bug? I see no bug. I'm so sorry for bugging you. You don't pray? Well, guess what? Chaggle's gonna die, and it's your fault. Also, hello, kid named. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know what the bug is. I don't know what that person's talking about. I think I did put a fake bug in one of my videos once. I found like a green screen video of like an ant crawling all over the place. And I just keyed out the green screen, put it in my edit, and there you go. hurts. It also hurts that I can't see by how much I died, you know? I want to see, like, oh, how early was that? That felt good. And then it's like, you were this close to dying. Like, thank you. Very wise, helpful. What will you do if I don't hang out while you grind? I'll just kill you with my guns. I'm just kidding. I only have water guns. They're not legal here. I'll shoot you with my water gun, though, and then you'll be wet, and that would be terrible. So you better stay. Oh, tragic. Can't wait to get more booyah deaths from Zero and have another bit to do when I'm getting far. We could just keep the red dragon going, but... oh, hurts. Okay. That was a pretty decent run. I think that was 51 to 102 very close runs. Not too bad. So that's just a repeat of my best run in 2 runs. So it's not impressive at all, is what I'm saying. Smoker Doodles! Epic membership for 21 months. That's like 9 months and then 10 more on top of that. That's insane. That's so many. So close to 2 years. I think it'll be the second 2-year badge with an Epic membership. That's insane. And then I think Husky's coming in on freaking 3 years. That's insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The tier 3 membership, by the way. That's too much money entirely. Dude, remember yahoo.com? It's crazy stuff. I could just beat it this attempt. It's like probably less likely than a 1 in a million, but it's possible. Oh. I might go from here for a little bit, see if I can get anywhere significant or cool from here. And this jump makes me sad. I mean, it's cool that I don't have to jump from this block to this block, because you can just kind of, you know what I'm saying? 21 American peoples in my army. I think Ikosa was going to stream today. He may have, and I missed it, but something tells me he wouldn't have been streaming in the time that I was not available, because it's too early. He was still sleeping. Ikosa has his own time zone, where he goes to bed at like 9 p.m. Ooh. I use a Seiyu device for GD. It's like $30 on Amazon. With customizable input and release latency, which is better than any mouse you can get for that price, I'm pretty sure. So as long as you don't need like an actual mouse to be clicking to feel comfortable playing this game, go for a Seiyu device, man. As long as you don't mind the sensation of the button. I feel like it's going to start soon if he does stream. Okay. Howdy with show hitboxes. Yep. Howdy was seen publicly with show hitboxes. Are they together? Are they officially an item? Dude, I can't imagine how soul-sucking it would be if my job were to take pictures of celebrities and write articles about what they're doing in their private lives. Like, that is the saddest job in the entire world. I'd rather be like a scam caller or something. That's probably not true. Because if you're like a paparazzi dude, then you're making the lives of rich, famous people worse. But if you're a scam caller, you're making the lives of poor people worse. And maybe just everybody. I don't know. They're both really bad. Those are like the 2 worst things I could think of at the moment. That's actually your job. You're lying. Bad Player 64 would never. He respects privacy too much. Rather be paparazzi than a scam caller. I mean... ideally, neither of them would ever have to happen. Plot twist, you were a celebrity. My dark, twisted origin story. Ah, and if you don't do that jump well enough, you die to the green orb. Very sad. You don't need a Seiyu device. Forge your mighty dish. So true. Words of wisdom. Ah. Oh. You do all that just to get to this ship and die. Oh, hurts so bad to die there, dude. It hurts so bad. Ooh, that also hurts really bad. The moving objects just make this entire level a new layer of difficulty harder. This is 2.1. End screen is so freaking pretty. Can't wait to see it one day once I've earned it. HEB was my favorite moment from Howdy, but I feel like there is moments I'm forgetting. I mean, any moment with Howard Edward Butt is one to remember. It's one for the books, you know? It's a recent 2.1. I don't know how that would work, really. I feel like any 2.1 level can't really be thought of as recent. It's like going on 3 years old. At least. I need to shave my face real quick, be right back. It do be like that. Okay. Well, that was decent progress. I mean, I died a lot getting from here to 100, but I did it efficiently, you know? Start of that attempt to the end screen was only like a couple minutes or so. That's pretty good. Not too bad. It's kind of how it is with choke point levels, you know? Oh, that's low, man. That sucks. Oh well. I wonder if clicking as little as possible in the ship is a good idea. Yeah, so I only need to do one click in that straight fly. Ooh, you better make sure it's a good click, though. Goodness. Yeah, that works. Oh. So many heartbreaker deaths just in this robot. That's also Heartbreaker. There's so much brokenness for all of my organs, not just my heart. Have a good one, Canuck Chuck. Awesome name, by the way. I don't think I've seen anything about Artemis 13. I maybe watched like one showcase and then immediately forgot it. I don't really see upcoming top ones that are very memorable anymore. The only one that actually like stuck in my memory a decent bit was like Aeternus, but that's just because it's impossible. I mean, it's not humanly impossible, but it might as well be. Dead. No, I'm not dead. That was very close. What's something that's very close to death, but it's not death? It's just plainly like a different thing. Maybe like hospital. It's a hospital death. Artemis 13 has a peak song. I just hope it's actually top 3 like Song says. Uses Ruckus 13 remix. Yeah. I remember that one. A lot of people like that one, actually. It's never been a super memorable Ruckus song for me, but I mean, Ruckus is Ruckus. I'm a huge fan of all that. Having your heart literally stop. I mean, how long are we stopping here? Because if it's stopping for very long, that's just death. Do you have geode? Nope. Nope. I just do this with my mind powers. Yeah, I have geode. No, dude. Ah, it's sad. I hope I never die there from zero, man. Dude, this sucks. Sometimes you need to hold here to not plummet to your death, and sometimes holding that exact same amount gets you killed from the bottom spikes. Ooh. Most of the transitions in this level are super solid, but there's just a couple that are genuine choke points. The choke point is before the gameplay of that part even starts. Like, that's how scary it gets. You're also trying to beat this as a new hardest? Man, so many people in my chat have had experience with this level. I did not expect that. That's kind of crazy. Oh, did I get a raid? What the heck? What the freak? Wouldn't it have given me a notification for that? Weird. Well, thank you to Pancake for the raid. I didn't see or hear anything about this. That's weird. Interesting. Oh well. I'm sure Pancake will forgive me, maybe. Yep. A lot of the transitions in this level are very fair, very consistent. Love them. And then some of them hurt my feelings a lot. And also my bones. Yo, am I in a vid? Maybe. If you behave yourself. We can see about it. Future Funk is terrible. That's not a take I've heard in a while. I feel like people either praise it a lot or just like don't care. Saying it's terrible is interesting. Because like it's a Jonathan level, which means there's plenty of good qualities, but I mean, Jonathan gameplay has its moments of just being morally wrong. I feel like we can all agree on that, at least a little bit. But I don't know. I actually haven't played Future Funk, like, at all. I actually kind of want to make a video about Future Funk when it turns 10 years old, which I think is happening next year. Yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy. I believe that's a 2017 level. I want to say, like, April maybe is when it came out. So, a very early 2.1 level, but looks freaking good. Maybe it was 2018. Man, now I gotta look it up. Future Funk. Jonathan GD birth. Oh, it says 8 years ago. That probably means it's a 2018 level. Yeah, March 2018, late March. Okay, so that video won't be happening until 2028. But just know the video is on the horizon probably of me just playing Future Funk for the first time ever. Jonathan GD gameplay is the sole reason I don't play any levels in the Booty series. What is the Booty series? I think you mean Bootiti, but I like calling it the Booty series. That's awesome. What are your thoughts on the entire song Gangnam Style being on Newgrounds and working for GD without a nog? That's kind of crazy. Shout out to Koreans for making that happen, probably. Ah, my bones. Just like a couple of them, though. The rest of them are fine. Okay, I feel like you can incorporate a little bit of triplet music sync in there to make that consistent. Oh, man. Yeah, this part is brutal. Brutal ending for this level. Can't wait to watch Howdy play Future Funk when I'm in college. It's crazy. There are people who, when they first started watching Howdy, were like 14 or 15 years old, and now they're in college. That's crazy. And there are some people that were like 8 years old, and now they're like 12 or 13. Also crazy. They're officially old enough to join the Howdy Discord. Yeah, this level is pretty hard. I think I'm having a big delay, not gonna lie. Either refresh your page or get better internet are my suggestions. My delay for my stream is always set to ultra low, which should be no more than like 5 seconds. I am one such person, now in college. Crazy. I remember when Derp Nerp was having to leave the stream to go get his diaper changed because he was so young. And now look at him. A proper man. Also getting his diaper changed. No, I'm just kidding. Please stop with making sync gameplay. Nope. Sorry. What you got against sync gameplay? You like bad levels or something? Yeah, I don't know. Some people, like, they've got a whole term for it. They call it, like, sync slop. And, like, sync slop, sure, that's a thing. Have you ever seen High Score or what? Or not High Score. That's the song that uses it. New Record is the name of the level. New Record, that is sync slop. That gameplay is so bad. That gameplay. The only thing interesting about that gameplay is the click sync. The actual gameplay itself is so bad. It is just poorly made, lazy, uncreative garbage. That is sync slop, right? And, like, if you really want to be using that term, sure, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But you need to know when that term applies. You can't look at New Record and then look at, like, my levels and say they're, like, the same. Like, come on. Now we're just being dishonest with ourselves. You can just say you don't like sync at all, in which case, that's fine. That's kind of a you problem. But that's fine. You can have that opinion. I mean, like, maybe you can cheese New Record now, but, like, I don't know. Click sync just works less consistently with old levels than it used to. That is a 2.1 level, unfortunately. So anyone who wants to beat that now is going to have to, like, play on a private server or just, like, deal with the off sync. It's possible to beat New Record with eyes closed. I mean, yeah. People have beaten pretty hard stuff with their eyes closed. Yeah, there is sync gameplay out there that is good. And I feel like some of the sync haters are just like, they're completely blind to that. Like, nope, all sync is bad. Kill it all. Not only is this not a rhythm game, but it can't be, even a little bit. Sync must die. Ooh. Ew, I played New Record for the first time. It's horrible, right? I don't know. I feel like I get a good amount of hate on my sync levels only from people who haven't seen New Record. Because I know if they saw New Record, they would find at least something to appreciate about my levels. What do you think of the level Punch Drunk? I don't know that I've seen this. Titan Scary Convention. That's a real one. That's a good reference right there. I'm still at the Titan Scary Convention. It hasn't ended for me. Titan Scary Convention is a lifestyle. How do you get drunk off a punch? They must have put alcohol in it, I guess. Probably not a new hardest. No, it's close enough to my hardest on the list to where, like, it's entertainable as an idea. If you're just referring to the Aretal or the Pointer Crate list, then, like, no, this would not be a new hardest. But it's also not a sync level, and my hardest is a sync level. And sync makes levels easier a lot, so... Man, those ball timings are a little brutal. Little bit brutal. What do you want?
Hi.
Hi. So I hear you're going to stream. So I made sure to stream to stop that from happening.
It's okay. Nice night. I slept for 5 hours.
Bad night's sleep. No, Prismatic is still hard. Like, I don't know. I think I underrate Prismatic's difficulty at least a little bit from what it should be, but I learned it so easily because of the sync. So, like, the most tedious part of grinding an Extreme Demon wasn't really an issue for me with Prismatic, which made its difficulty overall feel a lot more manageable. This is not that case. This is very much a different scenario with Sigma Interface here. Man, that blue orb is insane. Yeah, we have this input, which isn't crazy hard, but it's pretty tight. We have this straight fly, which is not crazy, but for a person who's bad at ship like me, for a guy like me, this ship's pretty tough. And then after that, we have like the hardest wave gap in the level. After that, we have the hardest ball timings in the level. And then you're kind of free. So you just have 10% of like, hey, how about the levels like a top 500? And it goes back to normal. Like, man. Freaking crazy. Yeah, the entire click sync of new record is off by like an amount. I don't know how much 2.2 is to blame for that, or just like sloppily made gameplay, but yeah, Prismatic's a great level. Love that. Ball's low-key free though, not for me. Look at those timings, man. If the spike hitboxes were triangular, that would not be an issue, but they're not, so... And the moving shit, too. It makes, like, all visual aid just completely useless. Not all visual aid. A lot of visual aid. Like, dude. There's gotta be a way to make this manageable. There you go. I timed all of those perfectly, and if you do, it's okay. If you mistime one of those, it's brutal. No, bro. Come on. There we go. That is so scary. Bad player 64. It was good to see you, man. You take it easy. Have a good one. Yeah, I still kind of feel like I fluked Prismatic, because all of my deaths at the end were because I didn't just pause buffer at 60 like I could have. Once I did that, the sync at the end was perfect, and then my practice paid off. I like immediately beat it. Doremi? Dormai? Do-Remi? There's a few ways that can go. Help me out here. Are you leaving? You keep saying bye after saying completely unrelated things to an exit. So you're either saying bye to someone else or you're just saying an abrupt goodbye. Might hop on and play some Howretta right now. Awesome. I hope despite the choke point wave at like 80, you can enjoy the level still. Okay. Let's go back here. What are you going to stream, Ikosa?
I'm not. Not anymore.
Oh. Is it because I'm streaming?
Well, yeah, and then I missed my fucking window by falling asleep for 4 hours.
I see.
Other tomorrow, I have the whole day off.
Do you have today off?
I have the whole day off tomorrow.
But not today, was my question.
No, I had class today, and then a tournament in like an hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't like dying there. He is very awake and happy, it's true. He loves the morning times. Man, I was so late. Maybe I should just start holding in the ship as I'm about to enter the portal. I don't really make an effort to do that, but... Because that can get me killed, actually, I think. Because there's a... Can you do a GD stream today? No. I hate Geometry Dash. There is a saw blade right above the wave portal that will definitely cause problems. Man, those ball timings. I can do one of them, just doing all of them is like a 1 in 10. Which, for timings at 70%, is pretty rough. Man, I just can't figure this ship out. You know how sometimes you beat a part and you're like, oh, okay, I can memorize that click pattern. I can't do that with ship. There's too many releases. There's
Definitely
too
depends
many
on the ship part, but
factors that make replicating a ship attempt just so much harder than any other game mode. Even Wave. Wave is more replicatable than ship for me. Because ship has nothing to do with, or wave has nothing to do with momentum. It's up and it's down. I feel like I can handle that. With ship, there's the previous several inputs to account for when you plan when to time and when to hold and when to release. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a whole like clan of evil sorcerers that just make it so that every extreme demon has something crazy at 70-ish%. Let's try... Let's go from like the middle of this wave or something. And these jumps are tricky. Yeah, I'm not sure what the protocol is there. What's up, UFO above? Yes. That's his name. Ship is super fun once you get good at it. No, that's the thing is, like, some people can just be good at ship, and I can do that sometimes, but my ship skill is very inconsistent from day to day. Sometimes I feel like I can take on the world. I could beat Bloodbath if I wanted to, and other days I feel like I can't beat the decode ship. It's the only game mode that feels that way. Maybe a little bit of da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that UFO click pattern's tricky, because if you mess it up even a little bit, then you can die to, like, literally any spike. No, and then that happens. Oh, my heart, my soul, they both hurt a lot. I love cube gameplay. Cube gameplay, on average, is not very good, I feel. A lot of people use cube as just an excuse to, oh, okay, this is just to buy me time until I get to my cool wave part that I'm going to make. Like, cube gameplay can be very, very good, but a lot of people don't try with their cube gameplay. They see it as like, oh, I don't need to try because it's cube. Like, all cube gameplay is the same. You jump and then you fall right here and then triple spike. I don't know. I don't like it when people treat cube that way because you can do so much with cube.
I know, like, how to make good cube game, or like what cube gameplay that's good looks like, and what cube gameplay that's bad looks like. And I know when I'm making like which one. I just don't know what to do to make either one. You know, like I make a part and then it's either one or the other, and then I'm like, fuck if it's bad.
I get that. Bro, howdy. Bruh. Bro's ghosting us. Bro don't like Twitch chat. Buddy. Nope, not at all. Let's see. Did you ask a question? I think you just said hi twice, and because I didn't say hi back, you assumed I was ignoring you. Like, you just weren't saying anything that interesting. There's lots of people that have said hi that haven't gotten a hi back. That's how streaming works. I'm playing a fucking extreme demon, man. I've got things that require attention. Hello, and I'm glad you're here, but don't just think that every streamer who doesn't read your hi is automatically against you. That is just not how things work. Lunatic Husky. Oh! I almost died in real life. With the $5. Thank you so much, man. Good luck with Sigma Interface today. I'm about to start playing GD myself, and if we're lucky, I'll have a second new hardest soon. Yeah, I saw some of your progress in my server. You're making quick work of that for a second hardest. I think with a little bit of luck, you'll have that under your belt by the end of today, for sure. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't watch popular streamers then, if you need your high to be recognized. There's like entire $500 donations that get unrecognized or completely overlooked in big streams. You guys got it pretty easy. Fish. Oh, dude, that was a good run. That was something to 65. Placed a lot of checkpoints in case I would die. 32 to 65. That's pretty good. That's good. I'll take it, man. Doremi, everything you say gets Google translated to bye. Like you said, dang. And Google thought you said bye. Crazy. Okay. That's a good run. That's a good run. I'm happy with that. 32 to 65. Mostly tired vids. So good to see you. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate that. Just started my junior year of college. Wish me luck listening to you. I am so glad to hear you are pursuing your educational prowess. Thank you so much. I hope that's going well so far. Yeah, definitely a pretty busy, hectic time for a lot of students, both grade school and university style. But I hope that the Howdy content throughout August and September is enough to give you something to look forward to when things aren't so busy and crazy. I appreciate the 5. Thank you so much. I also saw your confirmation that your Discord messages were, in fact, from the real Mostly Tired Vids. The person complaining about not getting a high back is back. I think they left for my big speech.
They missed everything about you acknowledging.
Jaden Casado, that's a lot of funny things you are inserting. I think we get it. I think we got it. Wait, what?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
That response.
I think they saw that they were being recognized in a way that they didn't want, and they left. What
No,
shall...
like, we're in the bathroom or something, but they subconsciously like got a tingle. They were like, "Uh-oh." Need to make sure I stay away as long as possible.
That's what the tingle sounds like. I think I'll keep my runs in here. 32, 65, I'll take that. And then 51 to 100. If we can get this level in 3 runs today, that'd be pretty cool. I would need to get 32 from 0, which might be pretty hard, but we'll see. What shall we eat for dinner? I don't know. Probably food, or maybe nothing, depending on what the food situation looks like. Ooh. That attempt where I just got from 0 to 9 without dying, that felt like someone who had been playing the level for hours, you know? Those click patterns I was doing to get to 9% just felt so confident. Like, oh yeah, I know what to do. You click right here to live. It's the first time I've ever felt confident in that pre-drop, actually. Aww. Luckily, these ball timings don't seem too bad. Yeah, that transition's so weird, because the platforms are invisible, so every time I get here, I just forget that there are platforms, and then I die. Because I try to do it. I try to be cool. Sync-based Insanes and Extremes are mostly fun, but always have at least one evil part, so I end up dropping most levels I play. Yeah, the sync thing can be a double-edged sword when it comes to like really hard levels, because if there's a really hard timing that you feel should sync a different way than it does, that part is just going to be extra hard, so the choke points get worse, you know? But ideally that means the consistent parts get more consistent too, so I don't know. The sync can be a good thing and a bad thing. Dude, you gotta calm down here. Come on. This is just not a stream etiquette that anyone above the age of 10 should understand. Hopefully we're all better now. Dude, storm chasing is scary. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little more fearful of meteorology in general and general weather events, but Yeah, I don't know, man. Storm Chaser's got some cojones. That straight fly is so hard. It would be probably easier without the block in a weird way, you know? Something about holding your head against a block makes the subsequent straight flies so much harder. Just a little bit of why I find 65 so hard. No, I was so high. Ooh, check out that death. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, cool to watch, not to experience. And then, if you're a Storm Chaser, your goal is to watch it as closely as possible, but not experience it, you know? Like, oh, I'm a weatherman from Kansas, and my job is to get as close to tornadoes as possible. Like, wow! Really? I don't like that. Please don't do that. Goodbye, front TV. Maybe back TV will pay us a visit in your stead. You cannot pay me to storm chase. Well, most storm chasers do get paid, hopefully a lot, because their lives are literally on the line every day. At least every day that they're like out in the field, you know. You could be a storm chaser just like monitoring stuff from a headquarters of sorts. That was also a good run in the making, maybe. Man, not holding long enough there hurts so bad. I do not want to experience falling up in real life. Yeah, that duel is horrible. Imagine playing that duel in real life. That's what storm chasers have to do. What's up, Camp Miggy? You know what, Camp Miggy? I think you're criminally underrated. You should have 3 million subscribers and dollars. Ideally. Just about to stream myself, wish me luck. What are you streaming? Depending on what you're streaming, I don't want to wish you luck. What if you're streaming the Doing Evil Crimes live stream? Then I would wish you bad luck. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You as well. I know you wouldn't do evil crimes. You would do crimes for good, like Spider-Man. Yeah, my wife and I watched Spider-Man in the theater today, and it was crazy. I won't spoil anything, but new Spider-Man movie is pretty freaking good. Man, that death is not awesome. Making a Plants vs. Zombie X GD animation in the editor. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know how animation works in the GD editor in 2.2, but anything animation adjacent in any previous update is so insanely hard. So I hope that's an intuitive enough system to not make you want to rip your hair out. Animation is already so tedious, and doing it in the editor sounds like it'd be so much worse. Callum Wright, you have a good one, man. I did see The Odyssey, yes. I did like that. My only real complaints, besides the casting being like a little bit off-putting, but like I get what Christopher Nolan was going for, so I brushed that aside. My only real complaint was the editing. Like, most people probably don't notice it, unless you're like a true cinephile, or unless you're an editor maybe like me, but I did not like the editing in The Odyssey. There were just too many conversations between two people where the camera just flips back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like as fast as possible. Like, can we not have one long take? Maybe like 5 seconds of consecutive footage. Dude,
do you remember the one part where nothing was happening? It was like a flashback or something, and then it was like zooming out, and then a really fucking loud started playing for no reason.
I think so. Yeah, that like scared the crap out of me in the theater.
And me and my dad both laughed out loud at it. Like we literally could not like resist.
That's awesome. That is something you and your dad would just find funny. I was too startled by it. I mean, I found it funny afterwards, but
I was paying enough attention to where it didn't scare me, but it totally would have if I was like dozing off or.
That's
I
good.
don't know how it wasn't actually.
I did doze off a couple times in the movie. Not like
is, like,
fully asleep to where I was missing things, but I was getting a little sleepy.
Yeah, I've seen that story so many times in so many different ways, and this movie didn't really like do anything new.
Yeah. Mostly tired vids with the 429. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thoughts on House MD? Dude. Oh, it's such a funny show. It's like A-tier comedy It's a sitcom, is what it is. It's like, it's not a medical drama with little bits of comedy. It's just funny. It's just hilarious, and I love watching House do his thing because no one in the entire history of the world has ever done any of that. And that's what makes it so. It's like, it's fiction, but it's trying not to be fiction, and it's so funny.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in that show.
Yeah, the modernized language wasn't an issue for me because I knew what it was trying to be going into it, but it could have caught me really off guard. Odysseus saying things like "hit the road" is pretty funny. I do agree. Let's bounce, gang.
They had.
Oh, dude.
Odysseus is like, let's skip this joint at Circe's house. That's another my favorite thing about that movie is that you can talk about it freely because there's no
I know.
fucking spoilers.
There's no spoilers.
It's Homer's Odyssey.
Yeah, how do you get spoiled? If you get spoiled on that, you just need to read. No, this death makes me sad. Ugh. Hurts. Roro plays is a huge fan of silence. I'm a huge fan of timing you out for 5 minutes. But if you break the silence, I will maybe change my mind on that. www.com. It's my favorite website. He did not break the silence. He fixed the silence. He made it stronger. He fell off. Oh, so bad. Wow, crazy run. 32 to 86, I think. Dude,
Damn.
I'll take it. That's a pretty good run. That's yummy hot dogs. Yeah, breaking the silence is not a good thing if you just break it like one letter at a time of across like 8 messages. Man, okay. That's pretty freaking cool. It would have been awesome if I got 32 to 100, dude. Oh, I'd feel like I was on top of the world. Yeah, this swing is not only a huge choke point difficulty-wise, but in terms of just nerve control, Swing Copter is terrifying. Dude, like, your inputs have to be so perfect. You can mess them up like a little bit. Like, you can deviate from the timings you want by like a couple frames, but much more than that, and you're super dead, and there's like nothing you can do to salvage it, you know? Oh. Yeah, the siren scene was pretty good. Like, everything, like, music and sound design was totally working for me there. Even, like, costume design. A lot of people like to bitch about that.
In the movie, it like, at the theater, I mean, it sounded really cool. Like, I actually had my ears plugged. I've never had a feeling like that before while not actively having something plugged in my ears, you know?
Right.
Also, the costume design was fine. I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it wasn't accurate to the time. Fuck you, dude.
I know. That's such a lame
There's
complaint.
shit to actually, like, criticize about the movie without being a fucking dingwad.
But a lot of people, especially the Twitters and the Redditors, just they're just dingwad. They're just dingwad complaints left and right. Now, I did find it hilarious that the opening scene is Travis Scott banging the floor with a stick and talking about stuff.
I forgot about that. The movie was so long and so much stuff happened after that.
And I get that, like, he's like a poet or whatever, and rappers are like, you could think of them as modern poets. So, like, sure, yeah, this kind of fits with the vision, Nolan. I see what you're going for, but that doesn't make it less funny. It's just like, bro.
Yeah.
3-hour movie about Homer's Odyssey, and Travis Scott is the opening scene. Yeah, that was Travis Scott, which is probably why he chose Travis Scott, because he's one of the more normal-looking rappers, you know? He can, like, not stand out in a crowd if he needs to, you know? He can blend in, if need be. If it was, like, Lil Wayne or something, like... I think so. I think maybe
He
that
doesn't
scene
come
is
back
called
to the
back to
banquet
later
scene?
in the movie, but I think that scene is the only one with him in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing is like a lot of people who know who Travis Scott is are more familiar with his music and his style rather than how he looks cuz like he's not an actor. People don't really know him for his face. his face.
The scene, like the scenes where they were at the castle was like the main thing that was changed.
Yeah.
Like not much, but there was still a lot of like stuff that didn't end up the same.
Eminem shows up in the movie as an extra just to spit some bars.
He's like in the Trojan War and he gets like shot with a bow. And he starts talking about how he's dead and stuff.
That run was kind of crazy. I'm gonna see if I can do like maybe here. Go from like 15 or something. See what we can do. Oh brother, where art thou?
Where is the Mega interface on the Arenal? Does anyone know?
Oh, Mega interface?
Yeah.
I want to say top like 250 or something. It's pretty freaking
That's
hard.
Like the
Mega
only thing
interface
stopping me from doing all
220.
the interface levels.
Yeah,
That
220
was
is where
almost
that
a
is.
list demon.
It's I think it's pretty short though.
Yeah, Delta interface is like the weird outlier.
Yeah, it's just like 2 or 3 times as long as the other ones, just for fun. It's a cool looking level though. Yeah, 220 is where it's at right now. I remember when that was, I think, like top 13 was its peak.
Yeah.
And it still feels like a new enough level to where 220 is like way lower than I expect, but I've already had that revelation to where it's not that weird anymore.
And beat it too, right? Because he beats
I believe
every level
so.
it's ever made.
He does beat every level ever made because he's the best.
Has he uploaded his firework video yet?
He did today, actually.
Okay.
I watched it and left a
watch that
dislike
just
because
here.
he cheated, probably.
He probably hacked it, yeah.
You're not allowed to beat Firework before Howdy. My life's goal, everyone knows that. Ugh. Tragic. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the song. It kind of sounds like what happened to me on the toilet earlier today. Not fun. It was like evil sorcery poop. This is the name of my band.
Sorcery poop is what they called me in every day, forever.
That's what they called me now. Ouch! My little head. If you had a little head, would it be hurt by that spike?
Oh, for sure. I go.
Ah, hit that later. A lot later. Know what I'm saying? Psy Blast. I appreciate that, man. Also, happy birthday, Dubstep77 Gaming, apparently. That's awesome. No, I'm not taking level requests. I don't know if you saw the title, but it's about an extreme demon today and grinding it. Level requests would make that a little harder. No, Sorcery Poop is 100% already a band. I haven't fact-checked that, but it just has to be. Like, there's too many Europeans for that to not be a band name. That's just so bad. You said your cat is bark? That is what they're supposed to do.
That is, yeah, something usually.
Tragic. According to the list, this would be my third hardest, but I'm struggling. This level's hard. I could just fluke it and then like, well, that's clearly not harder than ABP or Prismatic if I fluked it, but I don't know. There's potential for me to struggle hard enough with this for it to be like a second hardest. Possibly first if I like super suck at this, but we'll see. Like, according to community standards, this would not be my hardest. According to my standards, which I think should matter more for my hardest, maybe. You know? Because I think we should measure our hardest based on how hard we had to try to beat them. And it's a little hard to judge, because I was a very different player back when I beat Prismatic. I jumped to that from a freaking, like, entry-level insane. Hi, bruh. What's up, Lorak?
Hi, bruh.
He speaks to the
Bruh
trees.
used like that is really funny.
Yeah. Just in
Like,
place of,
bro.
like, dude or man or bro.
Yeah. Hi, bruh.
What's up, Swiggy? Remember when people used to say things like swiggity swooty? Yeah, 2017 was an interesting time. Stop flying bad. You see this guy? This guy did not get his pilot's license. He got his
He's
crashing
flying
in
right
a
now.
fiery
Wait, that's
crash and dying license.
I'm gonna play a fun game. Or at least you'd say it's a fun game.
You're gonna play Melee.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got to stop doing that. I can fall into the portal, I think, right? It's not so bad. Got 27 to 35 on Silent Circle. That's crazy. Should measure our hardest based on height. Would the height of a level just be its, like, length? Because this is like 1 minute 11 seconds, I think. So it'd be like 5'6", 5'5" or something. Not very impressive. If there's any 5'6" people in this chat, you are impressive. I'm just talking about the levels. No, this is sad news at my house. You are, to be honest, so
Me when I'm talking to the dentist.
Dude, the dentists who try to talk to you when they have their, like, gloved hand in your mouth. Like, really? You know, we're gonna have a conversation right now?
No one's online. I can't even play the game to warm up. I will have to verse my cat.
I just cackled. All in caps. Wow, I wish I got to hear that. Now I feel like I'd missed out. Okay, so luckily this ball is like the easiest part of the level by a mile. That's a fun way to round out the pre-drop. Like, yep, you did it. You made it. Dude, I don't know. Switching gravity in a straight fly is like the hardest thing I've ever done. And I have to do it a lot for my job.
Yeah.
Do you see how, like, this timing would have gotten me killed either way, but because I'm close enough to the blocks with this late timing, it just, like, you know, it, like, welcomed me into its little blocky body instead of letting me continue down like I wanted to. Where's the thinking space? Damn. Howdy, if it was your birthday, I would say happy birthday. Thank you, man. I'll remember that when it's my birthday. It'll be my favorite present of the day. Possession? I don't know what that means. Oh, Possession's that one horror movie that everyone's been talking about. Grab me by my cubic feet. Just fun play on words there. I like it. I want this to be a hold, like, consistently, but if you hit it too late, then you just don't hit the block, because it's angled. Angle is what the demon's enemies are.
Against a gold 1 Falco right now that does not spam downer.
Ooh.
It spams back air.
Oh, that's scary. That means he trusts his spacing, like, instincts well enough to beat you. Usually Falcos do not feel good enough to do that, so I'm afraid.
I mean, we're last stock game 1.
Yes, obsession was the joke. What's up, April GDD? Geometry dash dash. Maybe it's geometry geometry. Personally, I prefer the air. Hey, that's a Brawl reference, but still Falco. Still Smash. Still based. I haven't played Brawl in so long. I think last time I played Brawl, I just went puff and then rested my friends like an asshole.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. I mean, we were playing with items, so like...
Hey, well, that's impressive. Having fun in Brawl is very difficult.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually just play melee or ultimate. Really? You don't say. Yeah, we're big melee heads. This guy's got a melee tournament he's going to later today, I think.
I'm like in 30 minutes.
Yeah, Ikosa will leave our humble geometry ranks to go play melee some more.
He's playing fucking Kirby.
Oh,
I got you like last stock.
that means he's really confident. Wow. Ooh, Ikosa's gonna win.
I think I am. And if I do, I'm gonna play Kirby.
I think they meant the whole tournament that you're going to, which is also true.
Dude, I play Kirby better than this guy. What is he doing?
Oh,
Do you like random?
terrible. Why is this level Sigma? On a scale of 4 to 16, how hard is this? So, let's say 4 is auto, 16 is society. This is like a 9, maybe?
Yeah, it's like
10?
an 8.
Yeah, I don't know. Holy he! That's a really good message. Has Ikosa seen my video? I don't know. I don't know if he can handle that. I think his jealousy might overwhelm him, and then he'll just watch it to
I was going
dislike it
to,
and
but I
then
couldn't
leave.
find your channel, and then I started playing Melee.
What? You're not subscribed to Tint? Or do you have so many like subscriptions that you just couldn't find them in
so
the
many
ocean?
fucking subscriptions.
I see. I only subscribe to my friends, like Markiplier.
Oh my god.
Ah, what happened about me? Oh, I missed the block. Oh well. What about holy she? Problematic. No, I canceled my practice session that was going so well. Yeah, I don't know why the ship at the beginning makes so much sense to me when previously it did not. That means I'm getting smarter, at least like a little bit, at least for this level. Do I get smarter in my real life for things that matter? Maybe not, but I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can reach with my little baby arms. Dude, something about baby arms are so funny to imagine on non-babies. Just the proportions of baby arms are hilarious looking. The sleep buff? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like the sleep buff takes several hours to take effect after I wake up. It's like, hey, you're well rested, but you won't feel good for 6 more hours. Like, oh, alright. Thanks.
Yeah, this guy's got pretty good back air spacing, but not much else.
Yeah, that's his claim to blame. Yeah, the one clip of Peter with the baby arms. You know what? You either knew about this before, and that's like part of why you said it, or the craziest coincidence just happened. I love this Be Right Back screen. You didn't know? That's awesome. That is so cool. That's what I'm saying, though. Just like, You've never once looked at a baby arm on a baby and laughed, but put that arm on anybody else. A tier comedy. Why are you blue? My like OBS sources are entirely blue right now. I don't know why. I'll take a screenshot for the stream highlight video that will come out one day maybe. Oh well. All right. Back to work. Back to the old grindstone. That's what the grindstone says. Oh my goodness, that's what the howdy says. I don't know why I expected to hit the yellow orb, so I gave up on that attempt. I didn't need to do that. Adult arms on baby would be terrifying, though. I can also make that happen. Ooh. I'm telling you, man, my social life has blossomed into a much more beautiful version of itself now that I know how to, like, Photoshop for memes at an intermediate level.
I went Kirby Game 3 and then it went back to Falco and then just was playing as scumily as possible. So
No, okay.
Which, I mean, I guess I understand. You don't want to lose to a silver player. No.
So you did beat his Kirby. This is good news. Oof. I'll probably go from 0 to round out the stream here for a little while. Yeah, that UFO's tough. I'll go from 32 for a little bit, see if I can lab out a better click pattern for that UFO, because I don't want to get there and have like an 80% chance of dying, because it's not that hard. It's just weird and finicky. You think you could be society if you locked in? Probably. Yeah, I could be society. Back to the coal mines, yep. April GDD gets it. That's not how we do. I think if I do them in pairs like that, it kind of works better. Ooh, dude, doing this timing, which is pretty damn hard, and then dying to this is super sad. Oh my goodness, the level looks so ugly with hitboxes on. You can get black lung by playing too much extreme. What is black lung? I don't want that. I'll have to end stream right now. I have no other choice. Mostly Tired Vids, another 518. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I wonder if you had to live the life of one Smash character, aside from any human character, which one? Oh, so not even like you have to be the physical form of that person or that character. You have to live their life? Ugh. I don't know like Kirby lore, but that dude seems like he's chilling. He's not having too much trouble. Yeah, I don't know. That's tricky. I could be cool and say, like, I want to be Ridley. Because Ridley's awesome, I mean. Can't argue with that. But if you're Ridley, that means you lose to women. Can't do that. That'd be too shameful. No, probably Ridley, though, because he's awesome. And he's, like, Dragon Guy. Can't argue with Dragon Guy. Kirby kills gods for fun and eats cake. Wow. That's quite a life that I would have to live.
He does do that.
The burden of eating cake.
What was the question that you're answering?
If you had to live the life of a Smash character who's not a human, who would it be? What's up, Mr. Parakeet?
Why don't you just pick, like, Isabelle from Animal Crossing or whatever her name is?
No, but that's boring. I want to be Dragon who loses fights to women.
That's true, actually. Good point.
Howard Hammond, what's your spirit animal? Awesome reference. He's my favorite character who hires 0 prostitutes. Stop. Spirit animal, probably like a panda, because I'd suck at everything except for eating.
Oh yeah?
That's so
Like a
sad.
panda that could play Geometry Dash?
Yeah. Talking to him right now.
What? Me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Be cute doggy. No, I feel like your spirit animal has to be something more authentic to who you are and not who you want to be. I would want to be cute. No, if I could choose my spirit animal, it'd be like an octopus or something
Dude,
cool.
just be Minecraft.
I thought it said
I mean,
Hamon.
Steve.
I almost started
I just,
pogging. Be
I just,
Minecraft.
I just, damn it, dude.
Howard
It's over
Hamon
for me.
would be an awesome
Oh,
name.
no.
Dude, Hamon is so much like more interesting to me than Stans. Not that Stans are like bad, but I don't like that Hamon was completely abandoned after part 2.
It wasn't.
I mean, not like entirely, but it was mostly just an afterthought after part 2.
It was abandoned entirely after part 3.
Oh. You strike
Actually,
me as a humble
Joseph-
gopher. I don't think humble gophers would strike anybody. Dude, crime fighting humble gopher.
Max ZZZZ.
Is that their name?
It's an unranked player. I recognize that user. I think.
If you could be any Geometry Dash level, which one would it be? I'm pretty introverted, so probably one that gets very few plays, like Bloodbath.
Howdy, if you were a Geometry Dash level, you'd be Slato.
Ooh, I might be Slato. That's not a bad call, actually. I'd be like a maybe good level that's underrated and maybe not rated at all. Like Biden Circles.
Would you be Espresso?
No. Too much estrogen.
I think it's a perfect amount.
Perfect for Howdy.
He's the manliest girl I know.
When I flex
Okay,
my
this guy's
muscles, they
never
turn
played a video
pink.
game.
So, maybe.
Okay, cool. I was kicking his ass for like a stock, and then he decided it's forward smashing time.
It's backward smashing time. That'd be kind of cool if in the next Smash game there was a backward smash, where like if you flick the C stick in a direction you're not facing, it's like its own
Dude,
move.
grabbing is already enough of a problem. Like, to do backwards, you know? What if someone's back smash sucks ass and their forward smash is best, and the enemy's just always behind you?
Yeah, I suppose positioning would complicate things.
Damn, this guy's either terrible or I'm the best. It's probably the former.
Is this level hard, or are you dying for content? No, I'm dying for fun. These deaths aren't for you guys, they're for me.
It's not for... It's, yeah. It's not because the level's hard, or because of you. It's just because I love dying.
So, how do I not die to that? I can maybe hit the green orb slightly later, but if I wait any longer, I'm hitting the pink pad first, and then it's super death. Bro, what? Why are you... See ya. Bye. Have a good one. Whoa, currently tying your noose. That is not okay, Papa Jibidai. How can I help? I have some scissors.
To strengthen it, and make it harder.
Is this a dark joke, or is this like an actual cry for help? Because I don't think YouTubers are where you should look for help in this scenario, but I will try. I jumped from club step to estrogen shower. Did I cook? Oof. Oh no,
Dude,
I
fully charged an up smash. He was on the platform above me and went down to me right when it was about to release, and he got owned.
Awesome. Women themed remake of Bloodbath. Is that actually what estrogen shower is? Oh no, hang on, that's an idea for a GD. I see. You need to make it. Mostly tired vids.
What does women themed mean?
That's a good question.
It's so cool.
It could just be normal Bloodbath if you think about it.
Ooh. I'm in the know.
I'm in the yes. Hey, could you react to my level? Please skip to the 37-second mark in the video. I've never met a 37-second mark. They're usually a little bit longer than that. But why do you want me to watch your video but not the first 30 seconds? How about you make a video but skip the first 30 seconds and then send it to me? Ouch. My bones.
You know, in all of my years of being a Game & Watch, I've never had the up smash, like the fact that it removes your head hitbox. I've never had that like work in my favor yet.
Yeah, because it doesn't remove your nose hitbox.
But there's still an area where you just won't be hit where you normally would.
No, I'm clicking one too many times. One too many, Tim. I could have just held here. It'd probably been fine. Grrr. Does this level go in Mr. Parakeet Q tier? The way I'd said that sounded almost like a rap. Had like a rhythm to it. I don't know. It would go in Howdy, like, B tier maybe. C tier? I don't know. It's too early to say. Let's see if we can get somewhere.
I hope you get 1% from 0.
Okay, so Papa Jebediah is just sad. Not gonna hurt myself, don't worry. Or do worry, depending on how you think of me, okay? I'm so worried that Papa Jebediah isn't gonna hurt himself. I'm not ready to handle that reality. Trying to beat Hypersonic and it sucks ass. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel for anyone who decides to go for that as like one of their first extremes. Like, oh, you're going for Hypersonic on purpose? I definitely don't have the patience for Hypersonic.
I wouldn't do that on accident.
I need to be a lot better before I feel ready for Hypersonic, that's for sure.
I've never felt so good against Amari, even though I really shouldn't because he has polyprons too. But, you know, I'm gonna shake it anyway.
No, 31.
Oh, you did so good.
I almost got the level in 3 runs today. If we can get 1 more %, I'll feel good about myself. Then I'll
like
pose in the mirror and flex my muscles.
I am going to predict that you get at least 53 today.
That'd be awesome, considering how much I'm sucking at like the 40 area. My first extreme is also my hardest. Currently, Prismatic Haze.
I think that's really cool.
It's one of my cooler things that I've done. Which is a little bit sad, depending on how you think about it.
I think it's cool.
The coolest thing I've ever done in my life is on Geometry Dash.
That is sad. What's the coolest thing I've ever done in my life? Ooh, one time I tried a pickle.
You did try a pickle. And you swallowed it like a grown-up.
Did I even do that?
No.
I think I spit most of it out.
Second hardest is ABP, yeah. And when I beat ABP, it was 3 spots behind Prismatic on the Aredal. So that was like super debatable, I guess. But
and this is harder than Prismatic Haze.
This is harder than Deadlocked, if you can believe it. Can y'all give ideas for estrogen shower?
I hate when you lie to me. It pisses me off.
You should message me after the stream, Mostly Tired Vids. I can hook you up with some good estrogen inspiration.
It was Tint's last message. I need to click on him.
Fairly niche Heartbeat remake called Heart Attack. It's pretty fun. Would recommend that one.
Dude.
I think I've heard of that, actually. At least I've heard of some Heartbeat remake that was good. I think Ikosa beat
Pulsation?
it. Pulsation is the one I'm thinking of. That one looked pretty good.
I can't click on Tint. Tint, can you say something in the chat so I can click on you? What the fuck was that?
That was my foghorn sound made with my throat instead of a foghorn.
Really?
Not really.
Oh. What? Fuck.
I'm so proud that I didn't kill my copy of Geometry Dash. Well, you got like a physical copy? You got the disc? Dude, physical media of GD would kind of be an awesome thing to just own. Because it hasn't existed for so long, that would make it like cool if it did come out. I don't know how... maybe you could like... you could burn GD onto like a disc and put it in your Xbox. I don't know how that would work. That's some hacker. That's some noob versus pro versus level 100 hacker stuff.
Am I even subscribed to Tint?
You have good news. What is it, Papa Jebediah? Are you dropping Hypersonic or did you beat it? Both of those would be pretty equally good.
Dude, how do I find Tint?
Go to his Discord account and check his linked YouTube.
Oh, is it linked?
Probably.
Okay. Who is Tint? There he is.
You had to mess with your files to get the Howdy texture pack. Hopefully that was as painless as it was for me. It
He
should just
doesn't
be.
have one linked.
What? Does he have one Zelda'd?
Yeah.
You got a computer, you don't have to play GD on a potato anymore? Now you can run hypersonic. I see why you went for it. That was the first graphically intense level that you liked. Oh, this is brutal. This right here, this transition. Whew. 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 You know? Oh! Looks like somebody knows how to play video games. My GD life became so much better after I got a Sayo. It didn't make a huge difference for me, I don't think. Maybe if I was still playing on a mouse, I wouldn't be able to beat like the extremes that I have. But at least I didn't feel like instant skill boost or anything like that. Just felt like I had a little more control over my wave. And then my ship, it started feeling worse as soon as I switched, but it's kind of back to normal now.
What are the numbers in Tint's name? Maybe that'll help.
You had to go through
Maybe
4
we can't find
tutorials? Oh no, not painless because I'm a freaking idiot, don't know how to do it. Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
I get
Need to
that.
find a new plan.
I am also a computer idiot. I've gotten slightly smarter with certain things. I've gotten more comfortable with changing and editing certain files, but generally I don't know shit about computers. Also, very ironic because computers are what my job relies on.
Yes, I found him.
I'm so glad you did it. You overcame your demons.
Took me like genuinely 5 minutes.
What was your secret?
I looked up the numbers after his name.
Oh, that'll do it. What's up, Flops? Now that Flops is here, now I can do it. Now I can get 32. I can fluke to 32. I do have 9% on hypersonic from 7 years ago. I might even have 11 from like 7 years ago. Ikosa beat an extreme demon in melee? What would be like the skill equivalent to that? Probably like winning a local at least, right? I feel like winning like a decent sized local would be like equivalent to beating like an entry extreme or something. No, I don't know though.
No nonsense this video is.
That's tricky.
The completion.
Yeah, comparing the skill of GD to the skill of melee is so weird.
I know, dude.
Because like melee's been around for 25 years.
I'm like incredible at both.
The skill ceiling of GD is like high, but I don't know because of the like one input that you have, it's higher than melee. I mean, I guess platformer has more than that, but
Dude, I don't know. It's more precise than melee, but there's less like it's less complicated. Actually, is it always true? I don't know. On average, it's less complicated than melee.
yeah, I think a JV4 is equivalent to like a really short, hard level like Cobwebs or something.
I kind of want to beat Firework.
No, just to prove that you're better than Tint, because you're not.
Yep, that's true. I'll do it in 13 months.
Honestly, with the right motivation, you can maybe beat Firework in 13 months.
Dude, like right now, honestly, I was thinking about it, and yada, I played for 10 streams. Like, I have like 10,000 attempts on it. Most people's hardest, like, regardless of how big of a jump they are, is like at least 20k in like a month or something like that.
ABP took me 10 streams and like 9k.
Yeah, I went like 2 weeks without playing it, and then I played it for 1 day and then beat it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I could do so much harder than that, I think. I just need to like push myself. And I don't want to do that. At least not right now.
Hungry Box. What? I do know what you mean, though. That's facts. Oh, my balls are present, just in case you were wondering.
That level's so long.
Need to get back on Bloodlust and Nelv? Damn. Are you like...
That was such an underwhelming reaction.
What was?
Tense. Like, I would not have
Oh,
done that.
yeah. I expected a lot more screaming, but that's just not the kind of guy he is, I guess.
I'm so jealous of the
Yo.
people who can beat, like, the
Freaking
hardest fucking
beat
thing
it.
in the world, and then they're like, yes, dude.
Let's go.
I verified the golden, let's go. It's like my favorite thing that I love that. Yeah,
Man, this
I don't
wave
know,
is
dude.
tough.
Because then those people get like 120 BPM max when they're at 4. And they're like, fucking lucky bitch. I've always wanted a heart rate monitor. Because, like, if I had one, I'm so curious what it would have been when I was like at like 80 at Yada. You know? I was freaking out. Like, more than I ever have, I think. Like, I just want to know.
Dude, piss
It was
off.
probably like 170.
Yeah, it's like, as soon as I think about how nervous I am, it instantly jumps like 20 beats per minute.
It gets so much worse, yeah. I'm like, huh, I'm really far. I wonder if I'm nervous. And then you like, check in your nervous system. It's like, oh, we forgot.
We forgot to be nervous. Quick, be nervous as much and as fast as possible.
I don't think I'm going to get nervous at all for XM.
Papa Jebediah, it was good to see you today. I hope for happier days in the future. And I hope for good sleep right now. I hope you wake up tomorrow for your big day and then beat Hypersonic.
I'm gonna go win for you, and
Okay.
then I'll dedicate. Do you want to link to the like bracket
Yeah.
later?
Yeah, I would
Once,
appreciate that.
You get that was eliminated, and then be like, okay.
I can't tell where the perfect place to click is here. Oh man, this is so hard. This right here. Because I don't want to let go too soon, because then the floor rises to this level, and then your mini wave spam has to be insane. So I want to hold a little longer, but you can't hold that long.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Wish Ikosa luck that he may win
I
at life.
love everyone who doesn't suck.
Oh, I'll get there one day. Dude, I like half of my deaths from 0 are like this exact thing happening. Yeah, I'll VC for a little bit, maybe like 20-30 minutes before ending stream. Hello. Say some things so I can balance you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll ask you a question while I'm saying things, so it's worth something. Because I missed basically all of the stream. Did you get another run to 100 or anything while I was gone, or?
No awesome runs from to 100, but we did get 32 to 89.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's like
everything except
most
the
of the
swing and the ship.
difficulty.
Yeah, that's a lot of it, for sure. Pretty excited about that. I'm trying to get it in 3 runs before I call it a day. I have 31.
Totally doable.
I'd say that's pretty good progress in 3 streams.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 32. Like getting a run to 32 from 0 would be like half of the difficulty of your 32 to 89 run anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the song. I like the song a lot. That's a huge part of why I took on the burden of beating this. Song does matter a lot, which is why I was able to beat the Big Black. Those tranquil harmonies really kept me sane in dark times. So close to death. So near. So death. I did it.
You happen to go when you end stream, or you just wanted to be done with the level in 20 minutes?
I do really want to get that video done in time for tomorrow, so I might have a bit of a busy evening.
All right.
We shall see. I think the last time you streamed this, I was in a cornfield. I accidentally hit enter because I'm dumb. So you weren't just in a cornfield. There's more to the story, or is that just what you were doing that day? Sorry, I got a
No,
really
think
busy
that's why
day.
it's in 2 different messages. Like the break between this and the first message and I in the second was because they hit enter because they're dumb.
Yeah, I see. That doesn't really give me many more answers. It's still awesome though.
He low-key sound like Moist Critical. Awesome.
He just like doesn't though. Oh no, I thought I waited long enough. That
To that
sucks.
chatter's credit, I do sound more like Moist Critical than I normally do when I'm like 1 day sleep deprived. Which is basically what I am right now.
That sucks.
So,
I'm sorry to hear that.
well, that's fine. I kind of did it to myself. I could have gone to sleep at like midnight if I really wanted to.
Check out this message from Del Tora Monster. Wait, howdy. Are you tapped in with the youth? I mean,
Very, yeah. Can't you tell?
it depends on your definition, I guess. I would say probably no. I know some of the, like, happenings of their lexicon, obviously, but, like, I don't know. I'm not like the high schoolers that are the beta testers for all the new, like, slang terms coming out. That is very far from who I want to be. Aww.
Just like mainstream streamers. That's their job in all actuality.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 37% times 1. What does that mean?
Oh, 42. Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty decent, dude. I'll take it. And I think 42 is a place that I like to go from in runs, so I can start the next stream by going from there.
Yeah, to get the level in 2 runs.
Okay, yeah. I think that's my next goal would be to try to get 42 to 100, which is a lot of the difficulty. But I already have 51, so I know it's not too much of a stretch.
Basically got the same amount of the level's difficulty, if not more, in a run, so...
Any advice for being a girl in the city? I have, believe it or not, never been in a city before. I don't know if I can really offer you good advice there.
Somewhere safer. I don't know. That's my best advice.
You're traveling in, like, groups if possible, like traveling with a friend. If you need to go someplace on foot, carrying pepper spray or a pocket knife or a gun or a taser or something, whatever you can get your hands on. Very good start. They got like whistles and plenty of stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's my advice for being a girl. A gun sob emoji. Hey, I don't know anyone who would try to steal a purse from a girl who's got a gun. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, the implication that I've been a girl. Yep. I'm glad someone caught on to that. Advice for being a girl in the city. I've never been in a city. It's not really possible for a guy like me, you know?
Sure.
I think they have surgeries for that. For moving to cities. No! The wave deaths hurt my feelings. Do you have any level suggestions after Denouement and Crazy 2? It's play better levels is my recommendation.
I have the same to say in response to that. Yeah, that's bad.
I'm sorry you feel the need to do that to yourself.
Are you wanting like a new hardest, or are you just wanting like any level to play after them? I'd assume you're looking for like an insane demon.
The easiest 2 insane demons? What do you mean? Like, there's so many easier ones. How about Windy Landscape? There's like one hard thing at like 30, and everything else is like a hard demon.
I mean, I feel like denouement is arguably easier. Just on the grounds of it being like the first 3% is basically just gambling. Like, that's like saying that 3 seconds of hell, but you shave the last 2 clicks off, and then a 4-star at the end of it is harder than like Aftermath. I don't know. That's just not true.
Firewall is pretty good. I agree with that.
Firewall is a very good level.
Heinz has got a lot of really good stuff in most ranges of demon difficulty. I say most, I basically
Most
just mean
ranges
not
of demon
extreme.
difficulty being insane demon and hard demon.
And then Breakthrough is a pretty good medium, I think. Or is that a hard?
Breakthrough is a hard demon.
Oh, it is a hard?
Breakthrough's like
Oh.
a mid-tier hard demon, not even an easy.
Oops. There might be another Breakthrough that is medium I'm thinking of.
You might
beat
be
that level
thinking
and I
of
still don't know.
Resurrection by Heinz, which is a medium
Ooh,
demon.
maybe?
That's also good.
Heinz just makes horrible collab parts and extremes. I don't think that's where he shines. I don't think making a piece of a level is where Heinz does his best work. Hello, howdy, I have a job, is this bad?
Boogie.
If you ask, like, middle schoolers, they'd probably say, like, J asterisk B, unk, which might make you feel like it's bad.
Emoji.
But everyone who matters would say, good job, man.
Yeah.
Good on you.
For everyone in chat, being a junior high student and mattering as a person are mutually exclusive qualities.
Aw, 34. Thumbs upper. Good to see you again. Thanks so much for the 2. Have you heard of Nifsky? Yes, I've been watching some of his stuff recently. I don't know a whole lot about Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning, but it's just kind of crazy that someone's that close to matching like a complete frame-perfect task speedrun, you know? Tool-assisted speedrun. Yeah, I don't know anything about him as like a person, but he's freaking crazy at Super Mario Brothers. Am I missing out by not being in the Discord? Not anymore. Oh, I can't paste my link anymore. I must have copied something else. All right, well, I'll grab another link for you. I would say no. I don't know. I'm not really a Discord server guy. Like, I have one, and I love the people in it, but I do not spend my time in other Discord servers because I have no interest in that. But if you're a Discord server guy, you know, you like to commune with the community, then maybe. Most of why I suggest you join my Discord is to keep in touch with upcoming content, because, like, you can turn notifications on for YouTube. That doesn't mean it's going to notify you for all of my content, you know? It's very good at not doing that sometimes, just whenever it wants. So, my Discord server is the most reliable place to be notified for videos and streams. Oh, you joined Discord, but it's banned in your country. That sucks. That really sucks. I guess YouTube notifications are your best bet then. Or maybe the power of prayer. God, please let me know when Howdy uploads. I can't miss it. Oh.
Yeah, Tint uploaded his video of his firework completion.
Yeah, I saw
today.
that. Freaking awesome. Crazy 2 took me 400 attempts, which is less than Deadlocked. You just need to go for a new hardest then, sounds like. If you're looking for demon suggestions, you should probably just go for an extreme at that point, right?
Also know that if I were to give suggestions, none of them would be listened to, so...
It do be like that. Your suggestions involve too much learning for the community, and sometimes for me. I feel like I have somewhat valid reasons for not wanting to spend terribly long on a level, especially if I'm making content about it.
Yeah.
If I were just a GD enjoyer casually and had no job, the levels I'd be going for would be a much broader range. Oh, that's a bummer. You guys know Bums? They did that. Mostly Tired Vids, another
They
$5.30.
everywhere.
I like how instead of just normal $5 donations, you always attach an interesting amount of cents to it. That just makes sense. Last bit of money before I go to sleep. Have a good night, Howdy. I will send a screenshot of my progress with the layout so far. That is awesome. Yeah, I don't know how much help I'll really be, but we can maybe brainstorm for some general themes of estrogen shower. Sounds good. You have a good night, Mostly Tired Bits. Appreciate you hanging out for a while. Hope you get some good rest and maybe a burp. That might make it all better. Oh, there it is. I was feeling a much bigger burp than that one, and there it was. And Thumbs Upper with the 563. Again, very interesting amount of cents. That is awesome. Nivsky recently did 8-4 back 3 back task tie. And has 519 task ties on 8-4. I just think it's cool. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know how your muscle memory can be so like finely tuned to be able to do that, but that's crazy. I wish him best of luck in the race. I don't even know if it is a race. He might be the only one really super grinding for the task tie right now, but he seems very close. I watch most of his streams that I at least see in my recommended. He streams very often. Yeah, I hope that that burp was very necessary. Yeah, it needed to happen. I'm really glad it did. Can finally rest now. Yeah, I think that work is going to pay off. That dude's crazy. It's a huge race. Okay, he's the only like Super Mario Bros. Speedrunner that's really like entered my recommended recently. It's the only one YouTube's like pushing to people. I've even been watching him enough to maybe get recommended some other Super Mario Bros. Speedrunners, but that hasn't happened. But it's such a big and influential speed game that like there's a bunch of people going for it. I don't know if anyone's as close as he is, but yeah, there's a lot of eyes on that speedrunning community for sure. Which I guess makes sense because of the significance of the game. Oh, beautiful wave. Oh, beautiful death. Shigo with the 23 months of rated membership. Thank you so much. How? Lamentations. So true. 23 months, 1 away from 2 years. Are you looking forward to the badge of color? It's going to be a beautiful moment. I appreciate you. How have you been today, Shigo? Holy wow. You're so ready? Okay, good. The moment will come when you least expect it. There's no way to prepare for this moment. We don't have a calendar for it or anything.
That's true.
Doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm also doing pretty well. We got some good runs on this level. 42 from 0 I'm pretty happy with. That happened just a moment ago. Also got 32 to 89. I almost did 32 to 100, but that last swing is very difficult with even just a little bit of nerves. So I'll either need to grind that out until I know the click pattern as well as possible, or I'll just be dying there from 0 probably, because I'm definitely susceptible to lots of nerve deaths as a person. Grr. How do you know the slaughterhouse race? I don't know of one that's happening now, but like there was a slaughterhouse race when it was being verified, if that's what you're talking about. It's a good thing the person who won that race beat it legitimately. And got all of the credit promptly. Yeah, the wave is definitely very silly. I think it's something that will get consistent the longer I play, but it's just very tough. This first ship is getting consistent, which I do appreciate. I was worried about that. I think the first level, or the first part in any level, has to get consistent eventually, you know? It is just simply the part that you will play the most, and that has to be consistent. Unless it just has poorly made gameplay that has, like, very unpredictable bugs or something. Man. You can think that you're past these spikes, but the corners of the hitboxes are very problematic.
Yeah.
I think I should jump to Flame Wall and play on spacebar with his left pinky. Oh, I think Howdy should... Oh, no. I'm not doing that. I wonder how many more suggestions for things for me to do I've completely misread because I'm dyslexic or something. Hitboxes are quite chunky, Kong.
Donkey Kong is what they called me in high school.
Did they?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Or was it awesome? Were you like everyone's favorite and you were like hosting these crazy parties?
It's the best name I've ever gone by, ever, anywhere.
Bro, that timing in cycles? There's only one timing in cycles, and it is really hard. I remember that. Oh, man. No, dude. Look at this. Look at how I'm dying in this wave, man. Like, I get why the spikes are here, but I feel like if you don't die to the corners of the blocks, you shouldn't be dying to the corners of that. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's just my own personal little nitpick there, but that's fine. The wave's not that hard. Kid named Finger. That's right. That's his name. And then Danger is in there too somewhere. I forgot. Danger Finger. Sounds like a James Bond movie.
Kid named Finger. That's me. You found me.
No, I was too early.
Good work.
That was like as early as I could have hit it without dying. Wow. I'm surprised this didn't count as a death. That's a decent amount of...
That's your
overlap
rotated
there.
hitbox, not your square one. If you were playing with like CBF on, it probably would have killed you depending on which mod you used, but...
I see. Can we start calling you Chunky Kong instead of kid name? That's a good question. Do we have your permission?
I already told him yes.
Oh, okay.
He or she, I don't know.
He or she, I don't know. Man, that's also pretty tricky. You don't want to jump here. That was too late. And you don't want to jump here because it's too early. Maybe I could triple click to survive. Love that EVW clip. I'm glad people still remember it. It's not impossible to think that there's some people who think I came up with that because I do quote it a decent amount. This is an old EVW video. He was shouting out Trusta in that video.
I can't imagine that people think that you came up with it if they like see you quoting it in a video when you put EVW's face from that clip on the screen every single time.
They see EVW's face and go, that must be what Howdy looks like. That's him.
That's what I did.
Get the first edible door
When
frame
I
to
saw
play
what you
GD.
really
Congrats.
looked like, it blew me away. You looked just like Eric Van Wilderman.
Only more bald.
Mhm.
More Canadian, somehow.
We wouldn't still be friends if you were more Canadian.
No, it's my least favorite death. I think I let go too soon here. I could have held a little longer. And I would have lived. That's too bad. My arm hurts from spam. Me eating the spam that makes your arm hurt. I'm going to try to pass the 9% wave one more time. See if I can get somewhere. I think my finger is past the point of being good at Geometry Dash for today, but that's okay because this is a decent day for progress. I'm fairly pleased with what my finger has done. Oof, that's bad. Howdy is canonically a very similar age to EVW. We might be twins. Long found twins. Super bad what just happened. This is the beginning of the like 36-hour Howdy stream because he just never passed the 9% wave ever again.
We've all been there.
It didn't end after 36 hours because he passed it. It ended after 36 hours because he died from starvation. Humans can't actually go for more than 3 hours without eating, or else they'll die. It's a true fact.
That's why I'm so alive. I'm sure I sound the part right now, but I promise I am.
Dude. Crazy. Aw, damn. 32 again. Hey, we got the level in 3 runs today. That was my goal. We kind of did better than 3 runs. I mean, we don't have it in 2 runs, but we have 42, 32 to 89, and 51 to 100. So, like, there's plenty of overlap there. I am pretty pleased with that. Attempts, probably around 6K. Not even 5K. Wow, okay. My attempts are getting longer. That's a good sign.
It's fine.
Very nice. Not even 5K. So this has officially taken me more attempts than I think Nukata and Fexty. And I still feel pretty far away from beating it. I guess it could happen any attempt with enough luck, but I don't think that's happening for a good 3 to 4 more streams at least. It's going to take a while, especially with the choke points happening
This
towards
is like
the end.
very definitely in your top 3, so
Yes, this is a decent step up from under Fexty for sure. I don't know about harder than ABP. Probably not.
I don't think so.
Not so far,
I
but
think it's close.
We'll see how those choke points end up treating me. Okay. Almost 2.5 hours. That's a good size stream for today. I will see you guys maybe Thursday with another stream if I can get this video out in time and if no real life things appear in my week. So Thursday should be Shovel Knight if all goes according to plan. And then Saturday
yeah.
might be even more Sigma interface. So, once again, join the Discord if you would like to keep in touch with upcoming streams and videos. But, yeah, that's going to be it for right now. Before we go, though, it's time to thank our wonderful donators to the Howdy Foundation here today. I cannot continue to do streams and videos without you guys giving me money for no reason, because I don't deserve it. But people like Smoker Doodles with the 21 months of Epic membership feel like I deserve it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We got Lunatic Husky with the $5 as well. Good luck on your second hardest. Mostly Tired Vids with the... I don't feel like tallying up the cents here. I'll just kind of like round. 9, 14, 19... About $20 from Mostly Tired Vids. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thumbs Upper with the $7.50. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also a Nifsky fan, a Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning enjoyer, and then Shigo at the end with at the end there with the rated membership for 23 months, one more until the 2 years. Looking forward to it. The badge of color is going to be quite pretty. I forgot what my badge was for 3 years of membership. Someone's about to get it for the first time, and then we'll figure it out what it is. But that is going to be it. I'm sorry you missed the stream. Be sure you're in the Discord so you'll get pinged for when I go live and things. Should be pretty hard to miss a stream if you're in the Discord, unless you're just asleep, in which case that sucks. But yeah, that is going to do it for the stream. You guys have been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye forever.